Friday night at a function on Fifth. I'm looking for you like a satellite. So if you wanna dip, let's dip, baby. Secret star in your heart.
Hi guys, welcome back to Jano's Crown. I'm so glad that you have been able to join this beautiful session, and I believe we're just going to learn and grow together just to make everything in our lives beautiful, and we'll look back and we are proud of. Okay, so don't touch that dial, just hold. And I start by, there was this time I remember after I did my driving school. Usually what happens, I think everybody out there knows you are supposed to go for a test, okay? You go for a road test so that they just confirm that you're good before you are given your driving license. So I remember this day, and we were having our practicals at the current police station. Yeah, that's where we are going to do the table examination. Then there was somewhere we are going to go to the field so that we can be able to do the practical, that is the manual practical. And I remember that day I reached early. I was prepared. Inside me, I had this voice that was just telling me, will you manage? Will you manage? Will you manage? I just had that inner conversation that I was just having. And I remember when we got to the police station, we sat there just waiting for us to be given guidance on how the day is going to be. That is just a briefing. A briefing was done, and then I remember I remained with a classmate behind, so we were being taken in shifts to go to the area where the practicals were being done. So the first group went, the second group went, so we were in the third group, and I was with my friend, so we went when the vehicle came to pick us. We went, and when we were just about to get to the vehicle, a traffic officer came and took the two of us and told us, hey, come here. And you remember, I think you know the voice that police officers normally use to call people. It is, you get kind of afraid. Yeah, that is the feeling that I had. So we went to him, but deep inside, I just was wondering what's up. So when we got there, there was a vehicle there. He told us, get into this vehicle. We got there, and I was on the steering. Then he sat on the other side, and he told my friend to sit at the back. Then he was, yeah, start the car. You can do your practical anywhere. That was the longest 5 minutes of my life. Yes. And I remember with manual vehicles, it wasn't easy. I had done my practice, I had done everything, but just getting the gears right was really an issue with me. So I remember he just told me, engage the gear, madam, and let's get moving. I just had this deep breath, and then I did. So he was just looking at me to just ensure that I'm doing the right thing. And yes, I did it. I engaged the right gear and I started the vehicle. Then he told me, stop. I stopped. Then he was like, you've done your practical, you've passed. So go back to the room and do your table examination, and you are done. If you pass, you are done. I was like, oh my God. Oh my God. I didn't believe it. Yes. And my friend also was called. As I went out, my friend was called, and she came out also. She told me I was done the same. I was just told to engage the gear. I did that, and he told me to get out. So, where am I coming from? There is this thing that as a person I've had it, sometimes it just comes, and yeah, maybe you also have had it, and that is fear. And when you're afraid of something, when something is just happening to you, and you just like, you want to keep it to yourself because you don't know if the person you're going to share with will keep quiet, or the person you're going to share with will just blow something out of proportion. So as a woman of God, as a mom and as a Christian, I just learned that the Bible has a solution to all my problems, and I was like, oh my, why can't I share? Yes. So let us just look at 10 assurances in the Bible that God has given us, just telling us that, hey, when you are afraid, do not be afraid because there is a solution and it will pass. Okay, so let us look at this, just these assurances that we have, so that in anything that you go through, you have an assurance. Do not be afraid, you're going to make it. Okay. Hey guys, now we said this year we're going to be doing things differently, and we are supposed just to empower ourselves, read books, and just track our progress. So, your girl is reading a very, very great book, and the book that currently I'm reading is The Diary of a CEO. Guess what? You are a CEO. I am a CEO. Why? Because we manage our lives. We are able to manage our families. We are able to manage our careers. Okay. So, what have I so far taken home from this book? The following are my take homes. Each of us has 5 buckets to fill, namely knowledge, that is what you know. Skills are things you can do. Network, those are your connections. As we see, who you know, yes. Then resources, and resources are your assets, that is what you possess. And then you have reputation. Your reputation is what somebody can say about you in your absence. How is your reputation like in your absence? Can your name be mentioned somewhere, in a boardroom, in an office, in a room when you are not there, and the person mentioning your name will talk positively of you? Then to be successful in anything, one requires the mastery of these 4 pillars: yourself, your storytelling, your philosophy, and your team. We are together up to there. Then the book continues to empower me with knowledge. What does it they say? Great accomplishments come from years of pouring time and effort into these 5 buckets. I think you remember the buckets? Yes. If you have 5 full buckets, you can change the world. Okay? Remember the quote, you only pour from a full cup. Yes. Filling the 5 buckets of life is interconnected and follows a particular sequence. Filling one bucket helps you to fill the next bucket. This means the 5 buckets that I've listed, that is your knowledge, your skills, your network, your resources, and your reputation. You can't skip any. Let's say, for example, you fill the knowledge bucket, then you skip and fill the network bucket. That is not possible. They have to be filled in line and in sequence from bucket 1, which is knowledge, to bucket 2, which is skills, to bucket 3, which is your network, bucket 4, which is resources, and bucket 5, which is reputation. You start by acquiring knowledge, which you apply to develop skills. With knowledge and skills, you are more valuable to others in the workplace and can expand your network. As you build your knowledge, skills, and a strong network, your access to resources increases. Okay? And finally, you will develop a reputation possessing all these attributes. So, take your time. Do not rush. Ensure you fill each and every bucket in your life, so that when you start giving out, you are pouring from a full cup. You can't give from an empty cup. You can't pour from an empty bucket. You only pour from a bucket because it is full. And finally, to master a skill, teach others. To be accomplished, create an obligation to teach daily and keep practicing. Remember the famous quote, practice makes permanent. Practice makes perfect. Okay, and the good example in teaching so that you are able to remember and you are able to impart knowledge and skills into other people's life is an example of a teacher. A teacher teaches our kids. We were taught by teachers. And I remember my primary school teacher. He always told me, my mathematics teacher, he always told me, if I've taught you something, go and teach your friend. If you forget anything, your friend will remind you. And if your friend forgets anything, you will remind them. Therefore, you only teach so that you are able to remember. Yes.
Then I'm wondering, can I get your number before you walk away? We could sneak out on the weekend. Give me the time and place. Tell me what do you say? Freeze up, knees buckle. I get nervous just to look at you. I do, but I can't help. I'm selfish, girl. I want you. Do you want me to? Do you want me to? Can I get your number before you walk away? I wanna know all of your secrets. Give me the time and place. Tell me what do you say? Freeze up, knees buckle. I get nervous just to look at you. I do, but I can't help. I'm selfish, girl. I want you. Do you want me to? Do you want me to? Freeze up, knees buckle. I get nervous just to look at you. I do, but I can't help. I'm selfish, girl. I want you. Do you want me to? Do you want me to? Through summer and fall, through all of your calls, through summer and fall, say you'll be with me.
So the first assurance is Isaiah 41:10, and it says, so do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will uphold you with my righteous hand. Yes. The second assurance is Psalms 34:4, and it said, I prayed to the Lord and he answered me. He freed me from all my fears. Yes. So this is an assurance that God is just giving us as a Christian, as a woman of God, as a mom out there. God is giving us an assurance in Psalms 34:4. Then we have Psalms 23:4. Even if I go through the deepest darkness, I will not be afraid, Lord, for you are with me. Your shepherd's rod and staff protect me. This is an assurance. Yes, I go. Psalms 27:1. The Lord is my light and my salvation. I will fear no one. The Lord protects me from all danger. I will never be afraid. It still talks about fear and just assures us that we can overcome it. Yes. Timothy 1:7. 2 Timothy 1:7. For God gave us a spirit not to fear, but of power and love and self-control. Yeah. Then Deuteronomy 31:6. Be determined and confident. Do not be afraid of them. Your God, the Lord Himself, will be with you. He will not fail you or abandon you. God's love never fails. Face your fears and move forward with courage. Yeah. Another assurance is Joshua 1:9. Remember that I have commanded you to be determined and confident. Don't be afraid or discouraged. For I, the Lord God, am with you wherever you go. Yeah. The eighth assurance is from the book of Matthew 6:34, and it says, so do not worry about tomorrow. It will have enough worries of its own. Therefore, is not need to add to the troubles each day brings. So do not worry about tomorrow. It will have enough worries of itself. Therefore, there is no need to add to the trouble each day brings. Then the final assurance is John 14:26. It says, peace is what I live with you. It is my own peace that I give you. Do not give it as the world does. Do not worry. Do not be worried and upset. Do not be afraid.
So high I'm hypnotized. What's up is down, what's left is right. Chasing stars and holding you. I can't see the end, but we'll see it through. Times don't fly too high. Be sure to keep the ground in sight. Fly forever if you keep it tight. Love the world but keep the sky on your mind.
But I'm so frustrated. Hello to my loneliness. I guess that ignorance is bliss. Take me back to before the noon. Rewind, take it out of cue. Innocence can be a young man's game. Signed up for the hall of shame. I wish I knew how much I miss not knowing that we're all screwed. When we play our roles and ignore the problems. I like to be away in my patience. Stay up, I feel so outdated. How can we look the other way? Sun is out, but
So those are just a few assurances that I've just derived from the Bible. Just, every day as we face our lives, we are human. Yes, we are human. We have inner weaknesses. We have things that as human beings we also are afraid of. But the Bible is an assurance that God, as true as there is day and night, whatever God has promised us in the Bible, He's going to do it. Okay, so go out there. Don't be afraid, because there is God in heaven who is always taking care of you. So until our next tip of encouragement, take care of yourself. And what do we say on this channel? Blessings.